The company is Delicious Edit, all lowercase in Futura Medium. We started about 5 years ago. It was started up by our parent company, Stage 1, with the initial aim to supply their animatic editing needs. But I wanted to make sure that we had the potential to deal with any work. And now we deal with promos, corporates, commercials, and pop promos. After speaking to a lot of people and doing quite a bit of research, I decided on the Kona 3 card. I've got SDI going throughout the building, and I wanted something that's reliable, has regular firmware updates, and can handle anything that the future is going to throw at me. And so far it's proved reliable, and it's proved that point. We've just bought Smoke for Mac, and the spec required is a Kona 3 card. And in this computing world, anything that 5 years later is still the required spec is good in my book. The way Kona 3 fits into my workflow is the way I want a video card to fit in. It's kind of invisible. I don't want to think about what my card's doing. I just want it to do it. I'm busy editing. One of the great things I find about the card is its transparency, but it's also its ability to cope with any situations thrown at it. I get people walking through the door and they suddenly brought in some NTSC footage, 24, 25, and it can cope. I'm doing an HD job and someone brings in some SD footage, I up-res it when it comes in. I don't have to spend my time rendering an SD scene or an SD shot in an HD project. I think the key pros are really interested in development. From a post-house position and an edited position, you don't get paid for digitizing, or you try and charge for digitizing and the client goes, why the hell am I paying for that? So being able to actually shoot onto this, you've got your tape as your backup, you've got whatever natural format the camera records at, being able to have a full raster 25 frame HD source on a drive that I just plug in and copy the files over rather than digitizing was a real time saver. You know, it's something that you could actually buy as a post house and loan out to your production company and say, well, we'd like the rushes put onto here, please. Another great thing about AJA is the software side, not just the hardware. They have plugins for After Effects, Photoshop, Premiere, so you can actually take a clip and look at it on a broadcast monitor to check color space, which is absolutely fantastic. Also, it's just a regular updating of the software is great. You know, it's always keeping up to date with new things around the corner, like stereoscopic 3D. It's another thing on the horizon.